Hi, Emily, it's been 3 years. I went to mom and dad's place, but someone else answered the door. Did you guys move out? Tell me where you three live now. Huh? Ruth? How dare you after what you did to me? What? Am I not welcomed? Of course not. What? Why? It's been 3 years since you eloped with my ex Isaac. We didn't hear anything from you guys. How could you casually drop me a line? Well, Isaac and I broke up already. What? Broke up? I realized that there were limits to eloping. Eloping means throwing away everything you have built up in your life. In other words, Isaac had to leave his work. If you think about it, Isaac was unemployed. His job search in the new town didn't go well at all. And when he finally got a job, it was at a small company that paid only mediocre wages. We did not have so much money in savings, and it was hard to go back to our hometown. By the time a year had passed, we felt like we had no choice but to live together. We ended up staying together for a little more than 3 years, but we finally decided to break up, and I was released. Wow, but that doesn't mean you could return to mom and dad's. What? I'm sure they will be happy to have their daughter back home for the first time in 3 years. They said they didn't want to talk to you, who would elope with her sister's fiancé. That's mean. You're the one who did terrible things to me. I see you've even visited home. One of the reasons we moved out was to cut ties with you. Tell me your new address, please. We don't want to see you again. I wouldn't tell you. Then why did you keep my number? If you didn't want to talk to me, you could have blocked my number. Yeah, that's right. Now that I've made that declaration, I can finally block you. What? I've been waiting for this day. You're officially disowned. So, Emily, goodbye. Emily, I changed my number. What? Ruth? That's right. It's terrible of you to block your little sister. I have so many questions I want to ask you. I told you we're not talking anymore. No matter how many times you change your number, it doesn't change the fact that you are disowned. I'm blocking you now. Wait a minute. I found out where you live. What? You live in a really nice place, don't you? I'll live there for you as an apology for blocking me. What are you talking about? I understand you found my address, but you can't live here. Why not? This place is rented under my boyfriend's name. Ha. You're slow as always. What I'm trying to say is, I am with your boyfriend now, so I'm moving in with him. That's what I'm saying. Huh? Oh, that's right. Isaac wanted to get back together with you. I'll give Isaac back to you, so we're all good again. Now everything is settled, and we're all happy. Good. There's no way I'll ever get back together with Isaac. If he shows up, I'll turn him in to his parents. They pay the compensation. Oh my God, that's so scary. Besides, my boyfriend is the one who accepted me after knowing everything about my past. There's no way he would betray and cheat on me with you, the root of all evil. Huh? So you're saying that I'm too attractive for him. He knows everything, but he still wants me. I'm sorry I stole another man from you. I'm such a sinful woman. He's sitting next to me right now. What? He says he doesn't know you. He had never met you. He doesn't know your number. Huh? Emily, you can't lie to me. Keep your joke to yourself. How can you be so sure it's a lie? Because he's right next to me. I think he is not who you think he is. That can't be true. Then tell me the name of that person. Are you stupid to make me say that? Are you the one who doesn't realize you're not getting anywhere? Don't worry, you're the only one who thinks so. Just say it. I'll leave tomorrow, depending on your answer. You will if I tell you? If he is really cheating on me. You know, his name is David. David? Yes, now that I've said it, you need to leave. Goodbye. Hey, Emily, what's going on? I know your celebrity life in the condo is great and you don't want to leave, but you promised me you'll leave. You should at least spell leave correctly. Huh? Are you stupid? Shut up. That doesn't matter. Just get out of the condo. I'm going to live with David on the top floor. I'm so ready to move in. I can't move in if you're still there. My boyfriend's name is not David, so I would not leave. Huh? What's that? Stop being difficult. You can't fool me, Emily. You are so obvious. Let me ask you something. Where is this condo you're after? Huh? Why are you asking me that? You're not very smart, are you? It's the River City condo near River Station, right? Room 5001 on the top floor. I knew what you were going to say. Am I right? You live there with David, so there's no way you could be wrong. I asked around about you and your address. I'm sure of it. I see. You used all your connections to find out. Amazing, isn't it? I came here one day and snuck in among the residents. They found out you were living with a rich, handsome guy, David. Of course, I'd want a place like that, right? I guess the old information is what caused this misunderstanding. I see. What? What do you mean, misunderstanding? You see, we sold that room 6 months ago. You sold it? It was my boyfriend's condo. He had to relocate for his new job. Fortunately, my work has a branch office there, and we were planning to get married anyways. So, we found a nice condo in the area where we were going to move. We sold the room in River City condo and bought a new one here. And we're still living together. Well, what about David? He must be the new resident. Oh, really? I was surprised. But I don't care. David is still mine. Once again, I have to make a plan to kick out his girlfriend. I don't think you can do that. She's the owner of room 5001. Huh? So it's David who will be evicted from the condo. By the way, David's work went bankrupt. He's currently unemployed and looking for a job. Unemployed? Is that true? Are you joking again? The truth will come out soon. Soon? David's girlfriend, well, his fiancée, Erica, owns her business. I knew Erica through work and I've met David too. What? To be honest, you're an embarrassment to my family, and I didn't want anything to do with you. I told David's fiancée about your relationship with David. What? What are you doing? Of course, it's the best way to stop your selfish behavior. There's also the compensation that you haven't paid me yet. Huh? Also, David's fiancée is monitoring David's GPS now. What? I heard he has been at your apartment since last night. What? They know everything about you guys. Reported me? You may want to be careful. After this, Erica went to Ruth's apartment. What a surprise! David's parents accompanied her. Ruth and David were caught and yelled at all night long. My parents, who now live in a senior apartment, told Erica that Ruth would take all the responsibility. Later, Ruth ran away to her ex, Isaac. But she was captured despite her effort. I also informed Isaac's parents where he is. And so Ruth was captured again. She works for Erica's subcontractor with a minimum wage, spending most of her salary on compensation.
Nancy, can I talk to you for a second now? I have something to tell you. Hi, Lily. I'm on the train right now. Can we talk later? Oh no, we can't. It's something very important to the future of your company. What? What about my company? Lily, you don't have anything to do with my company. You need to get a job. I don't worry about it. I'm preparing for my future in the way. I'll be a housewife soon anyways. What? You have a boyfriend? Yes, I do. You work so hard all the time. You don't have a life. Well, I admit I'm a workaholic. But what do you mean by that? I work hard, but that doesn't mean I don't have a life. You know what? I'm getting married instead of you. Huh? What are you talking about? I mean, Sean and I are getting married. That's good news, right? Huh? Sean? You mean my fiance Sean? Who else could it be? Are you serious? My fiance? Yeah, I'm serious. Actually, we're together at a hotel. What? Right now? Yes. It's been about 3 months now, but you didn't notice it at all. So, cancel your wedding coming up next month as soon as possible. Sean and I will plan our wedding. Okay, I'll talk with Sean later. If this is true, you are in for a world of trouble. You'd better be prepared for that. Okay. I'm already prepared to be happy with Sean. Please do not bother us. Nancy, I heard you spoke with Sean. He told me your face was so scary. Oh, that's right. He did something that made me look like a demon. It's his fault. He was scared because he felt guilty. Huh? What do you mean he feels guilty? It's beautiful that two people are in love. I did let you know about us, okay? Why do we feel guilty? Can you understand? It's a problem if you're too open about it. Huh? You'll find out soon enough. Sean and I are breaking off the engagement. You can do whatever you want. Really? Yay! With this, Sean is entirely mine. I'll charge you alimony. Huh? You and Sean, both. No way! Did you think you wouldn't be charged because I'm your sister? Too bad. You're kidding, right? Let me tell you now. Don't even try to ask Mom and Dad to help you. They are furious at you for what you've done. They're sorry they spoiled you and will kick you out. Why? I thought they were always on my side. Of course not. I'm not going to let you get away even if you don't have any money. You can work and pay, so get a job. What? I don't want to work. I'll make sure I get a decent amount. Poor Nancy. Haha, I paid the alimony even if I didn't work. I feel sorry for you. I heard you made Sean pay for both and moved into Sean's apartment. Yeah, we're living together now. What a shame. This proves that you don't understand your own position. Are you threatening me again Since you got dumped? Aw, that's hilarious. I really feel sorry for you. Your stupidity and narrow-mindedness are quite impressive. Huh? You still don't realize that you're being pushed further off the cliff. Oh dear, the cliffhanger is you. You're already 30 years old and your fiance left you. Aww, you're so cute. I dare not tell you anything. Huh? What? I have a pretty good idea what you're getting at, given your personality. I'm sure you'll understand when you talk with Sean about the future. It'll be an excellent opportunity to learn. There you go again, loser. You know what? If you want Sean to take over Dad's company, he could marry me too. I knew your intention. Yes, I want to become the CEO's wife. Looking at you working so hard makes me feel so sad. The most brilliant way is to become the wife of the next CEO, right? Anyway, it would be best if you talk to Sean. You'll realize how shallow you think you are. Sure, I will. Oh yeah, my wedding is in 6 months. You have to come too. Alright. Today, Sean and I have our wedding. I understand you don't want to come, but Mom and Dad are coming. They love me more. You shouldn't expect too much. They will be there to keep an eye on you. They want to make sure you don't do anything stupid anymore. Thank you for your advice, Nancy. I'm the next CEO's wife now. You shouldn't talk to me like that. Are you still saying that? Has Sean not told you? Sean and I can communicate without words. Thanks. Nancy, more than half of the people didn't show up. What's going on? Oh dear. Also, I told Dad it was so rude to ditch his successor's wedding. Then Dad told me Sean wasn't. What did he mean by that? Are you just bringing it up now? What do you mean? Sean is taking over Dad's company and becoming the next CEO, right? Didn't he tell you? Tell me about what? It's either you or me. The person who marries one of us will be the next CEO. You know, I'm the next CEO. Huh? You? That's right. It was already decided a long time ago. It was straightforward about who was taking over the company. Dad was not thinking of Sean as his successor. Huh? Then what is his position in the company? Just an employee. An ordinary employee? He used to be a section chief in the sales department. But they demoted him when they found he was sacking off with you. What do you mean by that? Let me put it very simply. He was punished for not showing up to work to make out with you. What? And he used a company car to go to the hotel. He wasn't fired, but he's still on the edge. Fired? His salary has gone down, and he has no hope of moving up in the company. You're half the reason for this. You should know that. Seriously? Hey Nancy, Sean told me he has $20 in his saving account. That's it. I can't even buy a new bag. Don't you get it yet? Huh? Sean paid his and your alimony. He is paying for everything you need since you are not working. You are still saying, if I work, I lose. And yet you love to splurge. His living expenses have doubled. but his income went down, as I told you before. He got a demotion and has no hope for the future. And the wedding. You guys had a huge wedding. A lot of people didn't show up though. In the last 6 months, you've made Sean spend $100,000. $100,000? I heard Sean had about $100,000 in his savings. That means he has spent almost all of it. No way. This is the exact opposite of what I dreamt of. I was supposed to become a rich wife. What should I do? You still don't get it? What? You should work too. What? You have to work to survive in this world. You work, you lose. It's not true at all. If you don't want to be a loser, get a job. Ugh. Why do you say that? You're so mean to me. Not long after that, Sean resigned. After all, it was hard for him to stay with my company. He decided to move back to his parents' place with Lily. He will work at a paper factory his relatives own. For Lily, who loves the glitz and glamour of the city, her new life must be very dull. But since she can't rely on anyone else, she has no choice but to stay with Sean. One more thing. Sean's mother is a very sharp woman. She is managing their money as a condition for accepting her unfaithful son and daughter-in-law. I'm sure Lily's marriage life is going to be a tough one in many ways.
Hey, Susan. Hey, Mary. It's unusual for you to line me. What is it? I'm sure you probably know why I lined you today. What does it mean that your wedding was actually last week? Oh, I see. I informed you that today is the wedding day. I totally forgot about it because I'm so happy with my newlywed life. Judging from your behavior, I guess you did it on purpose. Ding dong! Can you explain what's going on? I took a plane and a bus all the way to the wedding venue. All the way sounds like a bit of an exaggeration. If you have a good reason, let's hear it. I don't know if it's good enough for you, but I hope you'll understand it. Enough with the preamble. Let's get to the point. All right. You haven't been in touch with your fiancé lately, haven't you, Mary? What? Actually, that fiancé is now my husband! Surprise! Huh? I know you're shocked, aren't you, Mary? But it's too late now. Your fiancé is mine, Mary. I mean, your ex-fiancé. Well, you're saying you purposely informed me of a 1 week late wedding date because you didn't want me to join the ceremony. Yes! I didn't want to see you cry ugly, so I got married last week. It was a bit of a hassle, but I made you a special invitation with false groom's name and date written on it. Oh, I see. By the way, what is my fiancé? Who is it? Huh? I don't think I have a fiancé. Oh, come on, don't be silly. Seeing you acting like such a fool makes me laugh more than feel sorry for you. So, there's no wedding today, right? That's right. It's so frustrating, isn't it? Oh, well. Since I'm here, I'm gonna go see the sights around here and go home. You poor thing! Not invited to your own sister's wedding and desperately craving love from your family. Hi, sis. I'm on my honeymoon starting today. We're going to Bali, where you wanted to go with your ex-fiancé, who is now my husband. Huh? Bali? You must be jealous. I went there with my friends a year ago. Huh? You've never been overseas. I don't know what you're talking about. Recently, I go abroad several times a year for work or on vacation, so I don't feel jealous about it. Detoxing with a superb time in the countryside is my favorite way to spend my holidays now. What's that? You sound like an old lady. Oh, you are an old lady. You're much older than me, in your 30s. Too moron that you didn't even notice your sister had married to your ex-fiancé. Oh, Mary, you poor old unmarried maiden. Susan, who are you talking about? My ex-fiancé? I have absolutely no recollection of such a being, so tell me his name. Absolutely no. Why? I don't want my husband's name on this thread. I'm afraid you'll do something terrible to us when watching his name and getting jealous of us. How could I be jealous of you and someone whom I don't even identify? Oh, my darling is calling me. See you later. All right, Susan. You're really not gonna tell me his name. Hello, Michelle. Long time no see. I'd like to ask you something. Hey, Mary. Long time no see. I heard you had a hard time last week. Are you all right? Huh? What do you mean? It's about Susan's wedding. You couldn't attend the ceremony because you were sick and got in hospital the day before. I heard so from my cousin who was there. She said that Susan told the guests like that. Oh, your cousin was there. I see. So that's how Susan made up the reason for my absence. Huh? It's not? You know, I once told you that I was not getting along with my family, didn't I? Yeah, but I thought you'd made up. Maybe somebody said so at the wedding. That's what my cousin told me, but actually, Susan purposely sent me a week-late date wedding invitation. What? Oh, that means... Whoa, that's terrible. Well, I've already given up on them, so it's fine. The invitation was totally a fake. Not only the date, but even the bridegroom's name. What? Why did she do that? Susan seems to get a wrong idea that her husband used to be my fiancé. She does? She's so excited at the thought that she stole my fiancé and got married, and keeps sending annoying messages online. Even when I asked his name, she just got weirdly amused and didn't tell me. Oh well, that's why I contacted you, Michelle. I need to know his name. Can you ask your cousin for the groom's name? Okay, I got it. She lives next door, so I'll just go ask her. Sorry to keep you waiting. Nick Haddison is the groom's name. Nick Haddison? What's wrong? Nothing, yeah. Well, now I know who he is. Oh, really? But it's gonna be a bit of trouble. I'll tell you all about it when everything is done. Oh, yeah, okay. Thanks for the info. Hey, sis! What are you thinking? Charging us alimony? How could you do that to your own sister and her husband? What did you think the alimony for? Some kind of pair for a broken heart due to a broken engagement? I can't believe you're charging your own sister and her husband. Then I assume you received content-certified mail, right? It's not me that filed the claim. Huh? The sender is a woman named Mary, but it's not me. With careful looking, you would see the last names are different. Oh, right. Who is this person? The woman that Nick Haddison mistook for me and toyed with. Huh? I met Mary in a hobby class and became friends with her, coincidentally being the same name and age. Nick was also in the same class. Hearing rumors that a woman named Mary is rich and runs a company, he passed at Mary. But actually, I'm the one who runs a company. Huh? You run a company? Let's leave that surprise out of the story for a moment. Nick mistook the other Mary, who looks like a smart woman, for someone rich, made her his girlfriend, and then asked for money from her. After they were engaged, he found out she's not the one and dumped her immediately. What? He made a pass at me right after that, but I knew what the jerk had done to Mary, so I simply turned him down. At that time, Mary was getting ready to file a claim against Nick for his domestic violence, but that bastard ran away. You don't mean he ran away and... I don't know how it happened, but he found out our mom and dad also run a company. To take their property, he set his sight on you, who would do anything to harass me. He approached you saying he was my fiancé, and of course you wanted to take him from me. Thus, he succeeded to marry you. Oh no! What's that? You should check the family's property situation as soon as possible. Huh? It will be a big problem if Nick has his hands on it. Oh my god! We've been robbed! I told Dad to check and he said $100,000 was missing! Oh my god. What am I gonna do? If you hadn't done such a stupid thing as faking the groom's name on the wedding invitations, you would have known about it earlier. Well, you caused it by yourself in a way. Don't be hard on me like that! Help me! Why? What? Do you remember what Dad, Mom, and you said to me the day I was kicked out of the house? You are not one of us. Susan is the only daughter we have. I won't help you if you're on the street. You ugly bitch, go live on your own. Do you think I want to help someone who said that to me? Don't you know the word help each other? I don't remember being helped. Help me! Why should I help you? Your family! I was kicked out of the house being told I was not one of you. You're my sister! If I'm not one of you, that means I'm not your sister. Sis! Stop bubbling and do something about it! You annoying, cocky, ugly bitch! I'm amazed you can come up with those words in this situation. Oh, I mean, you are the richest in our family now, for sure. Don't include me in your family. Help! Give me some money! Goodbye. Sis! Well, about the money that Mary charged them, Nick managed to pay it with what little savings he had as an emergency fund, so they could solve at least one problem. But another one came up, sending my parents and sister into even more torture. I heard that Nick used up the $100,000 he had stolen from Dad as soon as he married Susan. Then, a major incident occurred from another direction. While the family was struggling in a chaotic mess, the executive director of their company, who had been at odds with Dad, left the company and started his own, taking 90% of the employees with him. The company instantly ceased to function and went bankrupt. Now, there is a battle between Nick, who wants to quickly divorce and leave, and my parents and Susan screaming for money back. It's just like hell, where they keep fighting without end and survive in an extreme poverty.
Hi, Shannon. It's been a while. It's your big sister, Haley. Ew. Why ew? What are you contacting me for? Oh, do you still hold a grudge against me? It's already been 3 years. Get over it. How could I? You stole Liam and made him divorce me. Even Mom and Dad were on your side. I don't mind cutting ties with all of you. You know, Liam's super rich. His parents are the owners of a big company. It's inevitable to want him once I found out about it. Did you take him for the money? Yes, I'm much more beautiful than you. How could I miss a chance like that? So you're just after his money and not really in love with him. Love? Who cares about love? What's important is money and status. If you have them, you'll be happy. Do you really believe that? Are you honestly happy now? Of course I am. Today is a special day, so I want to brag to you. Special day? Liam and I got married today. Now we're legally bound. Wow. And his parents gave us a nice trip as a gift. A trip? They are so rich, you know. It's such a generous gift. It's an even more luxurious honeymoon than what you got back then, and we're going for 2 weeks. Whatever you say. I'm so overjoyed that I can't stop bragging, you know. So where are you going? We're going to Europe. Paris, Rome, London, Berlin, Amsterdam, Barcelona. We're going to all of them. Wow, his parents gave you such an amazing trip. After all, they're successful business owners. Moreover, we're in business class and our hotels are the best of the best. I'm on my way to the airport now. Unbelievable. Believe it or not, it's true. You, a dumped ex-wife, just look up at the sky and watch a passing plane from the ground miserably. No, I'm talking about the fact that you haven't realized it yet. The flight you're taking about is full today. So? I'm getting on the same flight you're supposed to get on. I heard it's been booked out, so how did Liam's parents book it at the last minute? You're kidding, right? No, I'm not. I'm also getting married today to a guy I started dating after my divorce, and we're leaving for our honeymoon. Oh, you had a boyfriend? Yes. He was introduced to me by Liam's parents, and they gave me a honeymoon as a gift. What? Why did they do that? Since you took Liam away from me, the relationship between his parents and him went south. They resent you for forcing him to marry you. Oh, no. But they looked happy when they gave me the gift. Oh, really? Then where are you really going? Take a closer look at your itinerary once again. Okay. Oh, it says Cambodia. Cambodia? You're not going there, are you? What are you going to do? Of course we're going. Cambodia has some great attractions like Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat? It's certainly mysterious and sounds nice. I've heard that's not so safe. Are you sure it's going to be okay to go there without doing any research? No problem. We're flying in business class and the hotel is top class. Really? After all, we are a rich couple. We'll be fine if anything goes wrong. And do you think you can solve everything with money? Don't you think that's very naive? No, it's not. I'm being realistic. With money and status, anything is possible. So, where is that wealthy husband of yours now? Well, he had to deal with something, so he left for the airport before me. What kind of thing? I don't know. But don't worry, I'll see him soon. Are you sure? Haven't you heard from him? I heard something happened with his parents. Oh, yes. Here it is. A love message from him.
Haley, I'm sorry. I can't go with you.
What do you mean?
I got a message from my parents. They're cutting us off.
How come?
They got mad when they found out we got married. They said the trip they gave us was a lie.
A lie? Then what are these plane tickets?
They're real, but they're economy class instead of business. And the accommodation is a hostel instead of 5 stars.
How dare they?
I don't think we'll be able to enjoy anything. I did a quick research, and the area we're staying in seems sketchy.
Oh no, but we're in love, so we'll be fine, right? Let's go anyway.
No, I'm sorry, I can't. I've decided to leave you.
Leave me? Now?
When my parents mentioned disowning me, it woke me up and made me realize. I love you, but you approached me for my money. You never looked me for who I am, but rather for the wealth and status of my family, right?
That's not true.
Now that I think about it, you always try to get money from me for things like designer clothes, fancy restaurants, and vacations. You are attempting to pry into the details of my family's wealth too.
It's just because I love you so much, and I want to know so that I don't have to worry about our future.
I don't believe that anymore. I can no longer be with you. We just got married, but I'm filing for a divorce.
Wait, don't say that. Don't leave me.
It's too late. I'm going to leave the airport now and go back to Shannon. I still love her, and maybe she'll forgive me.
Oh no. Please.
Take care, Haley.
I'll go to Cambodia by myself. There's no way your parents would do such a thing to you. You're their only son. Shannon's just jealous of our marriage, so she's telling a bunch of lies to spite me. Even the declaration of disownment might have been a trap set up by her, like hacking or something. I'm going to go prove that now.
Shannon, I'm sorry. I want to see you.
What now?
I'm leaving Haley. I want to start over with you.
What on earth are you talking about? Have you gone nuts?
I'm not crazy, I'm serious. I still love you. I don't care about Haley. She's only after my money, you know.
Did you just realize that now?
Indeed, it's too late. But I'm going to come right back to you, my love. Once again,
I'm already married.
What? With whom?
With the man your parents introduced me to.
What the heck?
We're going on our honeymoon now.
Honeymoon? Where?
In Paris first. We're staying at an exquisite hotel with a view of the Eiffel Tower.
Paris? That's where I wanted to go too. Shannon, please, forgive me.
How can I forgive you? You betrayed me and married my sister.
It was a huge mistake. I realized that you were my true love.
It's too late for that. I don't love you or trust you anymore.
No, please.
It's none of your business, but I'm truly happy now. My husband, unlike you, loves me with all his heart, respects me, and takes care of me. I love him likewise. I appreciate him and I respect him. We promised that we would trust each other and have a happy family.
Oh, God.
You need to take responsibility for your choices. I don't want anything to do with you anymore, so this is the last time.
Wait! Stop it! Don't leave me.
Take care, Liam.
Shannon, my love.
Help me, Shannon. What is it? I've come to Cambodia. You really went there? You know, I thought everything you said was a lie. There was no way his parents would have done such a thing to their only son. You were just telling a bunch of lies to spite us. I even thought that you hacked into their phones and sent him a message about cutting ties. That's why I got on the plane by myself. Hack? What are you talking about? I'm just a normal person. How would I know to hack anyone? Are you really in Cambodia right now? Yeah, but I figured a lot out by the time I got here. I flew on economy class, and the hotel wasn't the best of the best, but it was a hostel. Once I got here, I couldn't enjoy anything because of all the scary-looking people around me and the lack of the security. I haven't heard from Liam. I can't use my credit card, and I don't have any cash. You see, I told you not to go.
Well,
you brought it on yourself.
Come on, Shannon. Help me.
I can't. I'm in France.
Oh.
As you know, I'm in the middle of my honeymoon. We're in Paris now. We're staying at a beautiful hotel with a view of the Eiffel Tower.
Paris. I wish I could have been there. Please, just lend me some money.
Money?
I have Liam's credit card, but it seems it's been canceled. I have a return ticket, but I don't know how to change it to an earlier flight. I need money until I return home.
Not possible.
Shannon!
Why don't you contact Dad? He might be able to help you under some conditions.
Conditions?
He asked me to tell you if you got in touch with me. I don't know the details, but it's something to do with his company. He said he'd tell you himself if you contacted him. I'm kind of scared. I didn't even know he started his own business 2 years ago. I guess it's none of my business. Well, I told you what I had to tell you. My husband's calling me, so bye.
Hey, wait! You're not gonna help me? I'm your sister. Shannon.
First, my ex-husband, Liam, went back to his parents with disappointment, but he was turned away at the gate and not even acknowledged. As expected, he lost his position as the heir and was forced to resign from the company. He's now living off his low-paying job. On the other hand, Haley, my older sister, had to meet the conditions set by our father to return from Cambodia. The conditions were to marry a distant male relative in his 50s and never get divorced. It turned out our father's business was on the brink of bankruptcy, and he wanted to secure financial support by having Haley fulfill those conditions. Devastating for her, the man was someone she couldn't bear to be with. She married such a man in tears, got pregnant, and gave birth to her first son. Now, even after our father's business went bankrupt, her husband says he wants to have many daughters, and she just goes along with it. With a look of resignation on her face, she is working hard on her next pregnancy. Hi, Amanda. Have you gotten engaged to Terry? Is this Nikki? What's up all of a sudden? I'm asking if it's true that you're engaged to Terry. It's true. How did you sway him? You're from a poor single mother family. It's obvious you're after his fortune. What are you talking about? Oh, is it to pay back your mom's debt? Or are you dreaming of living in luxury after marriage? Your mom's something, but you're not that different, huh? Ugh, you're so lame. I really don't know what you're talking about. We don't have any debts. Besides, I don't have financial troubles, so I have no intention of going after his family fortune. Yeah, right. And about the poor single mother family, my father passed away a while ago, but we've still been living a normal life. Your mom doesn't even have a real job. In fact, I know she has a patron. Patron? I've seen her meeting up with a young guy many times at a cafe in front of the station. She received an envelope. That was money, right? Oh, you mean Mr. Hogan. So you admit it. He's her business partner. Business partner? She works from home, and sometimes they have meetings at that cafe. The handover of the envelope is work-related documents. Documents? What? She works from home? Geez, I didn't realize you had such a great misconception. I must say I'm quite surprised. But you know what? That doesn't prove that your marriage to Terry is not about money. What? Are you still saying that? His family runs a respectable company, you know. They're what you call a local celebrity. When it comes to finding a suitable partner for him, she'd have to be a college graduate, well-educated, beautiful, and sociable. I mean, like me. Oh, that's what you wanted to say. You've had your eye on him since middle school. If you know that, you should call off your engagement right away. Why? You know, Nikki, you should start doing the basic things a person should do. I'm doing what I should be doing. I go to facials, get my nails done, put on makeup, and keep up my appearance. Also, I'm always on the lookout for the latest trends. That's why I'm the one who's worthy of being with Terry. That's not what I mean. You're behind on your rent for 4 months. What's it got to do with you? The landlady of your apartment is my maternal grandmother. What? The landlady is your grandma? She can't be. Her last name is different from yours. Right, my mom still takes my dad's surname, and my grandma is also the landlady of your family home. You're kidding. I heard they haven't paid this month's rent either.
How would I know that?
I've been at my grandma's since yesterday, because you took out the 6 months' worth of rent that was supposed to be paid to my grandma. Your parents couldn't make a payment.
No way.
Your mother says she'll figure something out, so she wants my grandma to wait for a few days. She came over this afternoon.
I thought that was to help me pay for the beauty treatments.
So you just took it out without checking with them? Back to the topic, not only you can't get your own life together, but you even take money from your parents. I think it's ridiculous for you to put that aside and talk about me.
That was a necessary expense for me to be worthy of Terry.
I heard that you've been ignoring the payment reminders until now.
But I needed the money to improve myself.
My grandma's saying that if you have no intention to pay up, she's going to ask you to move out.
No, wait.
She's going to officially notify you later, so if you want to do something about it, you'll have to negotiate directly with her.
Oh no, I don't have any savings.
Also, stop pestering Terry. He said if you keep bothering him, he'll file a restraining order.
Restraining order? Amanda, please. I have no money at all. I'm sorry about Terry, so can you please speak to your grandma to wait for the rent?
I don't want to talk to you anymore, so I'll block you.
Oh no, wait!
Nikki's father was furious when he found out what had happened. Due to the incident of taking the parents' money without permission, she was brought back to her family home. Looking back at her carefree life, facials, nail art, designer's bags, clothes, accessories, etc., her spending was limitless. All of those things were sold by her aunt, who had co-signed for the apartment and covered the unpaid rent. It seems that mentioning the word restraining order had an impact. Now she's totally quiet and even sneaks away when we pass each other on the streets, so we can consider this matter settled for now.
Hey, Kathy, don't slack off on your chores just because you're pregnant. Hey, where the hell are you? Where's my dinner? The bath isn't ready yet. I'm sorry, Rob. I got an upset stomach in the middle of grocery shopping. So I was resting at Jane's place for a while. Huh? At your sister Jane's? You know, Jane lives alone in the condo we pass on the way to the supermarket, right? Yeah, you're spoiled because your relatives live so close by. Dealing with the both of you without your parents can be a bit of a pain in the ass, though. Why do you talk like that? Jane is my only family member left. I told you that before we got married. You're so mean. Whatever. Just come home. I'm hungry, and I want to take a bath. And our clothes are still hanging outside. You're a housewife. Don't be so lazy. Come home right now. Hey, Rob. Are you coming home late? Huh? What? I'm 9 months pregnant, and the due date is just around the corner. You know that, right? You can come home a little earlier, can't you? And? You can't use that as an excuse to skip out on the housework. I shouldn't push myself for my baby. At least you could be more responsible for yourself. Huh, there you go again. Well, I don't want to eat looking at your sulky face. I'll go eat somewhere else. I'm off tomorrow, so I might as well call my buddies for drinks. You wouldn't. You don't need to cook for me, so you can have some time for yourself. Wait a second. We don't know when exactly I'll give birth. I've asked you to have the car ready to go at any moment. Can you please not drink for a while? I can't promise. But yeah, I'm gonna drink tonight. Rob! How are you doing, sis? Oh, Jane, I'm fine, I guess. I'm sorry I suddenly stopped by the other day. I felt exhausted after shopping and thought your place was the nearest spot to rest for a bit. Don't worry about it. You have my key, so you can come here anytime, even when I'm not here. Thank you. By the way, what the hell is wrong with your husband? Does he always treat you like that? Is he a tomorrow I'm off, so I'm getting hammered tonight kind of guy? Yup. Call me if you need help. Thank you. Listen, why don't you get a divorce? How can I say this? I think he's the type of guy who shouldn't be a father. He already acts like that. That means he probably won't take care of the baby. Actually, divorce has crossed my mind. Plus, Rob has been acting a bit suspiciously lately. Oh, that thing you were talking about the other day. Regardless, you should divorce him. I'll support you. Jane, you have to make the final decision. But don't forget, I'm on your side. We are the only family we have left, so don't hesitate to call on me, okay? Thank you. I'll let you know.
So annoying!
My water broke.
Huh? Where did it happen?
In the living room.
That's nasty. Clean it before you go to the hospital.
I don't have time for this. Please come home. I need a ride.
Nope, I can't do that.
Why not?
My buddy said his wife's water broke in their car and it was a mess. Not in my car. No way.
Don't you understand what's really going on?
Huh? Water breaking is what you call it when a pregnant woman accidentally pees her pants, right? Basically, some pregnant women can't hold it in until they get on the delivery table. They're not tough. You're one of them. I kinda thought your water might break in the most unlikely place. And it happened in the living room. I knew it. You'd probably get the seat dirty, so I'm not gonna let you use my lovely ride. I can't stand a mess. You'll have to give birth by yourself. By the way, I'm going on a vacation overseas for the next 5 days. Anyway, gotta go. Boarding the plane now. See you later. Hey, Kathy. I just got off the plane. My suitcase with the souvenirs is so heavy. Dragging the bag is such a hassle. By the way, your water broke. You've had a baby, right? So you can drive, right?
Hi, it's Jane. It's been a while.
Oh.
Since you refused to give me your number, I'm riding on my sister's line.
Oh, hi, Jane. Hey, why are you giving me a hard time?
Pardon me?
I know you're the only family member my wife has left after your parents died. But she's my wife. Don't you think you're spoiling her by living so close to our house?
I don't quite understand what you're intending to say. I've been living there since I was in university.
Really?
When my sister was single, she bought the condo. And then you moved in there. Remember that? You make no sense.
Really? Ah, right. But it's true that your living so close has made her lazy.
What makes you think she's spoiled?
She stopped by your place on her way home from the supermarket. I should be her first priority. She didn't prepare dinner or the bath before I got home.
Aren't you to blame for trying to make your pregnant wife do all the housework in the first place?
See? That's it. That's what I was talking about. You're a bad influence when it comes to slacking off, and it's really bothering me. Why don't you move out of this neighborhood?
Well, we'll talk about it later. Let's get down to business.
Business?
You said you just got off the plane, right?
What? Oh, I get it. You want me to show up at the hospital for Kathy, right? Fine, I don't mind going. In general, husbands visit their wives after delivery. Which hospital did she give birth at? Since I'm back, I'm gonna go see her.
You don't even know which hospital my sister went to?
She's the one who gave birth, not me.
I see.
Where am I supposed to go?
Don't come, you idiot.
What?
Never mind. You'll make it for the funeral.
What do you mean? The funeral?
It's a private funeral at the Memorial Hall located on 1st Street to be held at 1 p.m.
Hold on. No way! Are you serious?
In case you don't know where it is, I'll give you the address. You have to leave right away.
Woohoo! Guess I inherit all her assets now.
Inherit? What?
As for the funeral, I'll leave the chief mourner and the other mothers to you. When it comes to the inheritance, get in touch with me. I'm gonna have more fun, and then I'm going home. See ya! Hey, Jane. You'll still have Kathy's phone, right? I can't open the door to my place. Any idea what's going on? Hey, how come my daddy's here? He just showed up out of the blue and threw me into his car.
Hi.
Is this Jane?
Yeah.
When I couldn't open the door, my dad grabbed me by the neck and tossed me in the car.
I know. Right after I heard from you, I messaged your father. It sounds like he went there right away to deal with you.
What are you talking about?
It'll be the nuisance if you're to hang out in front of the property for too long. It has already been sold.
Sold? Who gave you the permission to sell the house? Even as my wife's sister, there are things you can and can't do. Don't you know that?
Your belongings have been sent to your parents' house, so don't worry.
I don't care about my belongings. I'm Kathy's husband. I'm supposed to get this condo. It's mine. And you've sold it? Stay out of it.
What do you think has been going on around here these past few days?
What do you mean?
You thought you'd get everything of Kathy's if something happened to her, right?
Makes sense, doesn't it?
But you're way off. And it's inappropriate to speak like that, don't you think?
Huh? Why is it inappropriate?
My sister is still alive.
What?
When her water broke, your mother happened to come by to check on her, and she called an ambulance. Unexpectedly, she had a difficult delivery, so she had to stay in the hospital a bit longer. Both your wife and baby are fine.
Really? Hold on a second. Didn't you say we had a funeral to go to the other day?
Yes, for your grandmother.
Oh my God.
She'd been in the nursing home for a long time. I heard she was 103 years old.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure your parents texted you while you're traveling.
Texted?
They couldn't get a hold of you, so they texted you. You could have gone to the funeral. You didn't go after all, did you?
Seriously?
Don't tell me you haven't read the message yet.
I thought it was from Kathy, her usual persistent calls. I assumed my parents were calling me for Kathy.
How selfish! First of all, you traveled overseas with your lover, didn't you?
What? Why?
We've already looked into the matter. My sister knew you were cheating on her and asked me for advice. I was working on the case for her. We have all the evidence.
What the hell? Well, I'm busted. You got me.
You got that right. While you're having your flying abroad, my sister gave birth, your grandmother's funeral was held, and now you're about to lose everything.
Pardon?
Regarding your inheritance that you're expecting somehow, my sister and I have both renounced our inheritance.
Huh? How come? Your parents were wealthy. They must have had some assets. What a waste!
That's how you feel. Did you marry my sister for her money?
Is that bad?
Let me tell you something. My parents' debt came from their vanity.
Oh my God!
My parents were really bad with money. In other words, it's a negative legacy. All they left for us was debt. It was the smart thing to give up our rights to inherit.
I can't believe it!
Anyway, my sister is demanding alimony and child support from you.
What?
Not only that, your lover didn't know you were married. In that case, you should expect some kind of lawsuit from her as well.
No way!
Another thing is that you've spent some of my sister's money she saved before marriage. You'll have to pay it back for sure.
Hey, wait! Kathy should explain things to me in person. It's not fair that Kathy makes you do everything and she hides from me.
Just in case, I want to remind you of something. I'm a lawyer.
Huh?
I've officially been retained as my sister's lawyer to handle this matter.
Oh yeah, damn it.
We've been communicating online about the whole thing, but the official procedure is being handled separately. In any event, I'll be visiting your parents' home as legal counsel sometime soon. See you then.
Are you serious?
The total amount of the claim against my husband is easily over $100,000. On top of that, his lover who didn't know he was married has also made a claim. Of course, I've claimed the total amount in one payment. When my husband was told the total amount, he cried so loudly that the whole neighborhood could hear. And then his parents refused to help him and they broke up with him. I'm not sure why, but apparently he got fired from his job. His next employer provided accommodations for him to help him pay off his debt. I also hear he tried to skip out on his debt and now he's disappeared. And he's gone missing ever since. So, I'm already a single mother. I get support from my in-laws as well as my sister. Thanks to their help, I have a good and healthy life with my child today.
Hey, Emily, where are you? The master of the house is home, and why aren't you here? Hey, answer me.
Sorry I couldn't reply you sooner.
Where are you?
I'm at my parents' house.
Huh?
I told you last night, didn't I? My dad strained his back, and my mom asked me to help out until my sister comes back. I'm going to be here for a few days.
It's just a strained back, right? Besides, he should be fine since your mom's there. You need to come home right now and make me dinner. You haven't prepared a bath for me yet. And you haven't ironed my shirt for tomorrow either.
I left dinner in the fridge.
What? The fridge?
I prepared it so you can just warm it up in the microwave. I've also cooked for the rest of the week and left it in the freezer. Can I ask you to warm it up on your own just this time?
You want me to eat some lazy cookings?
Lazy cookings? I just made a batch and froze it.
That's called being lazy. I want freshly cooked meals. Who the hell do you think you are to tell me to heat it up in the microwave?
Please, Fred, just this time. When my father is better, I'll come back home and cook all the meals for you like I usually do.
That's not my point. I don't understand why you have to go back to your parents' house just because your dad strained his back.
Why not?
Your mom can take care of him. They don't need you.
You know my mother walks with a cane because of an accident when she was young. My dad, who used to support her, hurt his back now.
So what? I'm your first priority. It should be me, your husband. You have to follow my orders as a wife. Quit blabbing and come home.
Please, Fred.
You still don't get it? Disobey me and I'll divorce you.
Don't give me that again.
You're the one who's going to be in trouble if I divorce you because you're just a housewife who doesn't work. You can't live without me. If you really want to go against me, I will break up with you. You want me to divorce you?
You're going overboard.
Come home right now if you get what I mean.
No, I won't. I'm not going home.
Huh?
You're important to me, but I think my parents should be my priority right now.
Damn, do you really want a divorce?
I'm sorry. Please be reasonable this time.
Okay then, divorce it is.
Fred, aren't you taking a day off today? Are you going out somewhere?
Oh, it's you.
Where are you now? I'm back home. Looks like you haven't touched any of the meals I cooked you.
Of course I haven't. I can't eat such lazy cooking food.
I prepared them for you even though I was going to be late going to my parents because I knew you wouldn't cook them yourself. I wish you'd at least heat it up in the microwave yourself.
I don't need it coming from a wife who has disclaimed her role in taking care of me. You'd better be sorry and reflect on how stupid you were if you don't want me to divorce you.
When are you coming home?
Huh? I'm not going to just come home like nothing happened.
What? Why?
It's your punishment for neglecting the master of the house. If you don't want me to divorce you, you'd better reflect on your own stupidity.
Stupidity?
Oh, and one more thing. Speaking of your punishment, I'm not putting in any money this month.
What?
I'm the one who supports you, and I can't tolerate your attitude. I'll exactly show you what you get is what you deserve. Call me when you're ready to apologize to me.
Fred!
If you don't want me to divorce you, you'd better apologize properly. Later. Hey, Emily. I haven't heard from you at all. Still no remorse? It's about time you need some money, don't you? I called you because I know you're struggling. Hey, Emily. You know, being stubborn won't solve anything. Oh well, I'll give you a little more time. If you're sorry, all you have to say is that you're sorry and apologize to me. You'd better call me if you don't want me to divorce you. Hey, Emily! Why don't you show some remorse? If you don't, I'm really divorcing you. It's just those simple words. Just say that you are sorry. If you can't even say that, you're not worthy of being my wife. Show some remorse if you don't want the divorce.
Oh, hi.
What the hell is wrong with you? You finally responded. Do you know how long it's been?
Let's see, about 3 weeks? You haven't contacted me once so far. I contacted you a week ago out of mercy. Who the hell do you think you are? Oh, you contacted me?
Huh?
I didn't notice it since I've blocked you.
Blocked me? You blocked me?
Yeah, that's right.
So that means you have no remorse?
Remorse on what?
There are plenty of things you should be sorry for, especially the fact that you're not following my orders, even though I support you financially. That's the first thing you should be sorry for. You don't seem to get it, do you? I know you've run out of money to live on, haven't you?
What makes you think so?
Because the money I've been putting in every month from my paycheck is gone by now, right? You're a housewife who doesn't work. There's no way you can survive without me. If you get that, you'd better listen to me. You don't have to be tough with me.
I'm not being tough.
I know you can't live on without me.
I have no problem though.
If you give me an attitude, I'll divorce you. I'm sure you've learned in the last 3 weeks that you're only you because of me. I'm the reason you're here.
I'm actually making a good living myself.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're living in poverty.
What do you know?
What the hell are you talking about? You won't listen to my orders? I'll file for divorce if you act against me.
I already did.
What?
My goodness, I found your endless angry messages when I unblocked you to inform you that I filed for divorce. You're blowing up my phone.
What? Wait a minute. How did you get the divorce papers? I don't remember giving it to you.
Oh.
Did you fill it out and turned it in without my consent? You're screwed. It's called forgery of a private document, and it can invalidate a divorce. You're so lame. Makes me laugh.
Ha! You forgot about it, didn't you?
Forget what?
You kept the divorce papers that's been filled out in the safety box.
What?
You bought a little safety box when we got married.
Oh, that safety box?
Yep, the one you work with the dial to open it. You once told me that if I disobeyed you, you'd get a divorce. You filled out a divorce paper with our names on it and threw it in the safe with a big smirk. But from the looks of it, you didn't remember that I also had an access to the safe.
Wait a minute.
We originally bought it for both of us to use it. It's only natural that I would know how to open it too, right?
Seriously?
I didn't think you'd leave the divorce papers behind. I had to take a close look at it when I opened the safe. But the fact that you repeatedly mentioned the divorce, I figured that you actually wanted me to turn it in. So I submitted it to the city office yesterday.
What? Wait a minute.
Sorry I didn't receive your message sooner. You should be happy. We're no longer a family.
No, wait. You didn't want to divorce me, did you?
Why?
If you divorce me, you won't be able to make a living.
I wasn't relying on your salary to begin with.
Huh? I did put money into our account every month. You were able to focus on taking care of me as a housewife because I gave you the opportunity. You were obliged to thank me and follow my orders.
There's no way we can cover the living expenses for 2 people with just $300 a month.
Huh?
Think about it. Rent, parking, utilities, food, and so on. The rent alone already exceeds $400. You don't even need a brain to know that $300 is not enough. You can't even do simple addition and subtraction. Maybe you might need to go back to elementary school.
Huh? Well then, how have you been making ends meet? You don't even work, And how can you afford to put in some money?
I had a side job that I've been doing since I was single.
A side job?
When I was working for the company, it was just to make some extra money. After we got married, when you only put in a ridiculous amount of money a month, I decided I had to do something about it. So I increased the amount of my work and started to make a little bit more. I've been adding it to make the ends meet for our living.
You never told me that.
I told you when we got married. I explained to you that we won't be able to live on merely $300. But you told me that it was up to me to work it. You then slapped me when I insisted. You had a smirk on your face and told me that I should try earning it myself if I insist so much. So I did. The side job has now become my real job. I'm now able to support myself for a month.
You kidding me?
Anyways, it doesn't affect me so much that we're divorced. In fact, it saves me a lot of money that I don't have to spend on you. And most importantly, I don't have to deal with you being so unreasonable anymore. It's actually great. I'm getting more work, and everything is going well.
You know what?
What?
If that's the case, shall we get back together?
Why?
I'll be more equal with you from now on.
What's with your attitude? You're not superior to me.
You can be with me again. What's not good about it?
Didn't I just tell you that I feel great that I'm no longer with you? Meaning, I'm better off without you.
But, it's kind of lonely for a 30-year-old woman living alone, isn't it? Especially at night.
I don't want to support an unemployed man.
What?
You made a big mistake and got fired, didn't you?
What are you talking about?
I've told you about a friend of mine who works for that company. Not only that, your 3 girlfriends dumped you, didn't they?
What?
I know you were seeing 3 other girls. For the first few weeks after I left home, I know you crashed at one of your girlfriends, Amy's. But she kicked you out when you got fired, right?
No way. How do you even know this?
I do have enough money to hire a personal detective.
A personal detective?
According to the report, you've been putting almost all of your paycheck into Amy and 2 other girls, haven't you?
You know about that too? I never showed you my bank status, have I?
The detective agency reported to me that they suspected you had spent all of your salaries on your girlfriend.
Wait, you hired a detective with my money? I want my money back.
I paid out of my own savings that I'd had before marrying you.
Huh? That's so wrong, though. You've used it without consulting me.
My savings is my personal property. Whether we're married or divorced, it solely belongs to me.
That's not fair.
It's not wrong, and I'm not being unfair. I'm actually entitled to ask you for alimony for having an affair. But since you're unemployed, you won't be able to pay me much. Seems like your girlfriends thought you were single.
Wait, did you meet them all?
Sort of. Poor girls. They're only 20 or so. They were crying when they found out that you were married and that there were other girls on the side.
Is that why Amy kicked me out?
Exactly. She said she'll file a report if you ever go back to her place. And she's already ready to file a lawsuit if you ever start stalking her. The 2 other girls have said the same.
No.
Anyway, I find your existence nothing but trouble from the bottom of my heart. Just disappear from my presence, and I will not ask you for alimony.
Wait a minute. How about I become a housewife and you earn the money? See? Don't you think that would work?
What are you talking about? You can't even do a single housework. You think the housework is so easy, huh? You look down on housewives and house husbands, don't you?
No, but...
You really are such a pain in the ass. Get lost already.
Don't say that. I'm coming home now. Can't we talk about this?
I've moved out already.
What?
I already canceled the lease on the apartment.
Hey, you can't just. That's my room. The contract was under my name. It's my room.
What are you talking about? I told you the contract was under my dad's name.
What? Why?
You threw all of the renting procedures to me and didn't care to deal with it. You didn't even care to sign the paper. How can I put your name on the contract? Plus, you only put in $300 a month. That's why I sent your stuff to your parents' house.
Wait, where are you at right now?
So long. A few days after, I received a call from his parents and an apology for the trouble Fred had caused. They had mailed me some cash, which I left it with my parents for now. According to my ex-parents-in-law, Fred admired becoming a dominating husband when he saw his colleague acting such a way to his wife. Of course, his colleague was also divorced by his wife. Anyhow, my marriage with a cocky douchebag only lasted a year. After Fred went back to his parents' place, he found a new job. But again, he was full of himself and cocky to the girls at work, and caused some problems again, and he was fired in the end. His parents finally disowned him, and they don't even know where he is now.
Hello, are you Aubrey? Yes, I am. Nice to meet you. I'm Anna from Sean's work. You're Sean's wife, right? Yes, Sean's my husband. How can I help you, Miss Anna? Help? I need that actually. I'm Sean's true love. Oh, true love. As you know, Sean's my husband. I think you're what people generally call a mistress, not a true love. That's wrong. I'm your husband's true love, not a mistress. Oh, I see. So, what do you want, Miss True Love? Of course, it's obvious. I want you to divorce Sean and leave us alone. You're a trouble for both Sean and I. What? Why am I your trouble? Because you're in the way. Sean wants to marry me, but he can't. You're in the way. Do you understand, old lady? I see. Besides, I'm pregnant. It's Sean's baby. Really? I'm 6 months pregnant. If you don't divorce Sean, I will be a single mom. My baby and I need Sean. So please leave me as soon as possible. Sean is a CEO. He has a big apartment and expensive car. A young and beautiful woman like me is perfect for him. Please free Sean. I see your point. If you're pregnant, there's nothing I can do. I'll have a little talk with Sean. Can you give me a minute? Sure. If you're talking about your divorce, please do it quickly. Sean, Anna texted me. She said she's pregnant with your child. What? Wait a minute. Why? Is she pretty young? How old is she? I don't know. I think she's 23 or something. She's younger than your daughter. I can't believe you're having an affair with a girl the same age as your kid. That's crazy. Remember how you got down on your knees and apologized you would never cheat again? kind of. It's been a long time. Do you think I forgot about all those? We agreed we'd divorce if this ever happened again. Well, it's just... I'm really sorry. Divorce is not a good idea. You're right. You're the CEO. Getting a divorce because you cheated on a young girl does not give people a good impression. That would ruin your credibility. The chairman of your biggest client hates that kind of dishonesty. If he finds out, it could be the end of your career. You're right. That's why we can't get a divorce. Huh? Then what are you going to do with the baby? 6 months? You know what that means? Well, just give her child support? What do you think? I don't know. I'm so tired. She's pregnant. Marry her. Divorce me. What? No, no, no. Well, I'll give you an amicable divorce on one condition. What? You don't want the public to know you cheated, right? We call it an amicable divorce. Then why don't you get married before the baby's born? No alimony, just a share of the property. How about that? What? Really? You divorce me on those terms? That's no advantage for you. There's a benefit of getting rid of the cheating husband. I'm sick of this. Our kids are all grown up. We can break up now. We're done. Let's just pack up our stuff and be all done. Are you serious? Are you sure? No, wait. What about the condition? Not a bad one, right? Nope, just one condition. Don't contact Anna until a divorce is finalized. What? That's it? That's all it takes to get a divorce? If you want to hide your affair, it's better to leave as little evidence as possible. After the divorce, you can do whatever you want. So, what are you going to do? Are you getting a divorce or not? Yes, I'm getting a divorce. I'm sorry for cheating on you. I'm sorry for everything I put you through. I hope you will have a good life from now on. Let's just get out of here and be happy, okay? Okay. Please get a divorce paper from the courthouse. We can work on that after you get home. Okay. Hello, Miss Anna. Hi, finally. I got tired of waiting. So, when are you going to divorce? Before that, let me ask you something. Do you know that you committed adultery? I mean, you had an affair with a man who has a wife. I know that, but I could not help it. The man I fell in love with happened to have a wife. I don't care about your views on love, but you caused our divorce. I want you to understand we need an agreement. An agreement? Does that mean I have to pay? You're smarter than I thought. You know what alimony is. That's an agreement. Well then, how about $60,000? $60,000? That's a big offer. I don't know about the average. I think it's about that much. I don't know. I feel bad for an old lady because you spend the rest of your life in misery. I'll pay you $60,000. You can get divorced as soon as possible. You're a very generous young lady. Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure about $60,000? I'm sure I'll be fine. Sean is the CEO. Isn't that a small price to pay? The power of love between Sean and me is worth more than $1 million. Ah, I see. Well, if you're okay with that, I don't mind. Of course, you'll pay it once, right? You don't want to think about me every time you pay, right? Of course not. After the divorce, you're never to see me again. Then pay me as soon as possible. I'll send you a settlement agreement stating that. Can you just sign it and send it back? Then I'll divorce him right away. Okay, I'll do that right away. So please leave right away. Yes. I received the settlement yesterday. I've filed for divorce. Sean and I are officially divorced. Yay! Finally! The rich husband and the apartment are mine. Congratulations! You can do whatever you want now. Thank you very much. Aubrey, you're going to have a tough time from now on. You are no longer a wife of a CEO. Please spend the alimony carefully. Oh, speaking of alimony, I have a question, may I? What? A question? Sure. I'll answer any questions you have. I feel bad for you, an old lady. Okay, thank you. Let me ask you something. How are you going to pay $60,000 alimony? You said you pay with the power of true love. He's broke, you know. What? Sean doesn't have any savings, and you don't look rich. I just wondered what you would do. What? What's that? That's not true. He has such a big house and expensive car. If it comes to it, we can just sell those. The car and the house are mine. They're not Sean's, so you can't sell them. What? He's cheated on me 4 times, and every time he cheated on me, he gave me his property. What? He's cheated 4 times before? Maybe you didn't know? Well, that's not something he'd tell you. I've had 4 other women just like you come at me. You know, the ones he's having affairs with. What? You're kidding. He said it was just me. The last girl apologized and broke up with him when I mentioned alimony. One found out he had no money, she left him. Or she woke up when I told her about his age. They were also in their 20s. They didn't want to stick with a broke old man in his 50s. It's not worth it. Wait a minute. What do you mean he doesn't have any money? So, he's cheated on me 4 times before you, right? He gave me all his money as alimony for cheating on me. The first time, he gave me all his savings from when he was single. The second time, he sold his watches. With the third, he gave me the car and our savings. With the fourth, he put the house in my name. He's responsible for the mortgage, though. When he divorced me, he had nothing left. Just his monthly income with house and car payments. He's a vain and spendthrift person. He has no savings. What? What? You're kidding. It's true. The savings he gave me for the third affair, I made it by deducting it from his monthly salary. After I got it as alimony, he never saved money again. He doesn't know anything about saving money. Huh? Then how do I pay you $60,000? Sean was supposed to cover that? I'm the one asking how you're going to pay. I don't accept installments or anything like that. You have to pay it all, even if you have to borrow money. By the time your baby is in middle school, he'll be retired. When your kid is grown, he'll be nearly 70 years old. Who would pay $60,000 for an old man like that? Impossible! I can't! I don't want him! I'll return him! It's non-returnable. I'll wait for your payment. Bye. Hey, Aubrey, what did you say to Anna? Did you say something about money? What do you mean? I only talked about the alimony. She'll pay $60,000. Actually, she said you will pay. I told her you had no house, car, or savings. That's all. What? No house, no car? You're saying that too? You gave those to me as compensation for your last affair. Did you forget that? We've transferred ownership of the house and the car. Did you think they were still yours? Oh. You really have your brain in your lower half. Do you know why I decided to divorce you? Because there's nothing left to squeeze out of you. No. Wait a minute, Aubrey. Let's talk. Let's talk it over. There's nothing to talk about. We're divorced. We're strangers. You're marrying her, aren't you? No, seriously. Wait, $60,000? That's impossible. She said she'd pay it. So don't tell me what to do. Why? Why did you have to? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, just pay the alimony. I'm moving out soon. May and her husband in France have invited me to live with them. So I'm getting rid of the house and the car. I'm going there. What? France? What husband? When did May get married? You have no idea. You were busy having an affair when May was studying in France. She didn't invite you to her wedding. She said, he's not my father. By the way, Justin and his wife are having a baby soon. Did you know that? Oh my God. You deserved it. Well, good luck with the next one. Okay, bye-bye. After that, Sean contacted me several times, asking me to talk to him. I blocked him and refused to receive any phone calls or incoming calls. I sold my house and car and moved to a hotel. Sean and Anna had a big dispute about alimony. Sean was reluctant to get married and wanted to break up with her to save money. Anna was furious and stormed at their work and revealed all about the affair. People talked about it behind their backs, and Sean's major clients terminated their contracts. The problem got much more extensive than they thought. They're having a baby soon. How are they going to settle up? I don't know, and I don't care. I moved to France as planned. I started my new life with my daughter and her husband. I have a lot of money, and I'm enjoying my life.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.